Chat Talk. My name is Susanne Klein. I'm Associate Professor at the Center for Fine Print Research and the EPSRC Manufacturing Fellow, and this is my shed. I have to say the lockdown was a blessing for me because it made me tidy up my garage and transform it into a studio. It may not seem like that for the untrained eye, but before you could hardly move. Now we have everything we want to do, we need to do for our research into new print applications. So what I did as well, I treated myself and I bought this nice printing press which allows me to do relief and intaglio print. I have over there, I have my enlarger. I work a lot with analog photography. Here I have a little nipping press which allows me to do Woodburytype, and then I have glass kilns as well. So what I'm interested in is in transforming 19th century printing method, photomechanical printing methods, into 21st century disruptive technology. So I can show you now some of our prints we are doing here and tell you a little bit about the project. So let's start out with simply the traditional enlarger. We do normal analog silver halide photography, black and white, not color here. Color we do in a different way by taking RGB pictures. That means we take black and white pictures but with a red and a green and a blue filter in front of the lens. We get from that black and white negatives, but by printing them either in red, green and blue again, or in cyan, magenta and yellow, we can regenerate full color prints. So for that we have to make these transparent films. These are lith films. This is one example, and we expose then photopolymer plate with them. One big part of my research is Woodburytype. Here's an example, which is a gelatin print, but it has no silver halide in it. The plate is a relief plate, and the different tones you can see are generated by different depths of the relief on the plate. But that's not all what we are doing. So I have a PhD student, Abigail. She works on the reconstruction and the appearance of Maya reliefs in Mexico. They're partly lost but documented by watercolors. So here's one print. This is a CMY print, and here it's on so-called drafting linen, which is not made anymore but was used as a drafting medium until the middle of the last century. It's basically starched cotton muslin. Then we have some fun projects. That's, for example, that's a red and blue 3D image. So the red and the blue are slightly shifted, and when you look at it through a red and blue set of glasses, then you see a third dimension jumping out. This was made with using old slides from the beginning of the 20th century, and simply making again with photopolymer plates, two plates, and printing on top of each other. Then of course we do traditional or not so traditional printing as well. This is another example. It is a photogravure but without a screen. We use the grain of the film to get the little dimples in the plate to keep the ink in the plate and then to transfer it onto paper. And I like classic printing methods. So I quite like linocut because it's such a nice movement. It's smooth, it's very calming. So here are some of my linocuts, just for fun. This is from a rock drawing, rock painting in the Sahara Desert. This is Viking, and this here is for Black Lives Matter. That's actually a picture of a female slave. And last but not least, I quite like tripoint because I have no etching path here. So I engrave directly into the plate. And this is a picture from one of my heroes and of one of my heroes as well. That was when Shackleton left his people behind to go to South Georgia to find help when they sort of almost all died. Yeah, and we hope to get some screen printing kit in here as well, so that we can really test all kinds of combinations, how we can print and how we can change color print and print in general. So we could then include security features, we could include functional materials, and all that can be done in my shed. Thank you very much.